Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Okay. Happy Friday? Not yet, Travis. Not yet, brother. It's still Thursday. Maybe Friday. You know what? In BC, Thursday is Friday because nobody works on Friday. Well, not in Vancouver anyway. Hey, Moran. What's going on, Stealth? The temperature in Liverpool is a beautiful, balmy 33 degrees. Nobody works on Friday in Vancouver. Try and get anything done in Vancouver on a Friday. In the summer, good luck. Hey, folks on YouTube. Agua, how do I pronounce your name? Hey, Tim, how you doing? Let's see. Agutico, welcome. You're trying to learn order flow? Well, you're in the right place, my friend. You're in the right place. I was just watching this beautiful order flow on this spike up. I guess we had some sort of a news event, right? And spiking, just look how they're slowly fading it down. It's just beautiful. It's almost like a piece of music, if a composer had written it, there's like a large crescendo, and then the music just slowly, gently fades out. And that's exactly what we're doing. There's bids between VWAP and 74.76. So we're still distributing, right? Everything that we bought under 80 here, we're selling up here. And then if we have to put it on sale, we'll correct down to 73.5. It's amazing how much information a 1-minute chart will tell you. Absolutely amazing, right? These algos are really very, very beautifully done. Look how nice that is. You couldn't fade that better if you were a human, right? The amount of skill involved, if you were distributing all of this, right? If you were actually, if you were actually a trader that had to do this manually, and you had to take this and sell it into that new spike, it takes a lot of skill to build a nice, beautiful chart like that. These algos, it's just incredible how precise they are. Wonderful. You could see the position here is under 80, right? And it's above EWAP too, right? So they take that, blast it, they sell it out here, and then they slowly, gently lower the price to bring in buyers. There's still buyers, right? At least until we get down to VWAP. Yeah, I mean, it's to the tick. These algos are just beautiful. And why that's good for us is because we can use much cheaper risk management, right? I like being cheap. I don't like spending a lot of money getting stopped out. So if the trade doesn't work, you know very quickly, because especially in a mechanical market, right? I mean, look at my 4-hour chart here. Hang on. I've had a lot of coffee, so you're gonna have to bear with me, okay? Check this out, right? On the 4-hour chart, I identified that there would be a seller here on this move up, because that seller was there 2 days ago. at the highs, at that 96 level. We went there to the tick this morning. To the tick, right? This allows us to really, really trade intelligently. How? Where's the trade? So if you went long on a breakout, say you're a breakout trader, right? I like to sell into a breakout, sell. I like to be long here and sell into the breakout, but that's just me. If you are a breakout trader, this is how you use this intelligently. Now pay attention. When the market comes up over 86 and stays above it, right? You buy that 85, 86, 87, you buy under 90. Your stop is 86. You know there's going to be a seller at 95, 96. So you sell on the way up at every price level, or you wait and hit the 95s. Either way, you make 4 to 6 points on that trade. You know that there's going to be sellers there. So you're not delusional thinking that you're going to hold it here, have it come back on you, you know, the usual sob story, right? Oh, I bought it and I was in profit and I lost all my money. Okay, no. This is smart business, right? So you know there's going to be a seller there. Why would you not sell before? Right? It's just total common sense trading. Do you guys get what I'm saying in the room? And that's because these algos are so. This is a half-hour chart. Sorry, I said it was a 4. It's a half hour, right? It's just a half-hour candle chart. You can see the cost basis is here. Boom, here's discount. Boom, right back up. Beautiful look below and fail trades. If you're a half-hour time frame trader, you're buying 74.60, your stop is 55, and you're selling 74.77 up into the 74.80s. Yeah, these are half-hour candles, so this takes time. What I'm trying to show you guys, the business is the same compared to the 1 minute. The actual mechanics, Milo, don't change. It's just the time to complete the transaction changes from a 1 minute time frame to a half-hour time frame. And in that half hour, the majority of the transactions, right? Exactly. Now you're seeing it, right? So you learn it on the 1 minute. You build up your capital, right? What I'm saying is that one trade that you can learn, that look below and fail trade, that trade you can grow with it from $50 a day to 50,000 a month. It's scalable in time and size. The mechanics of the business don't change. The time frame changes. The capital and skill required to trade a longer time frame changes, right? But the actual mechanics of the business, what are they? The mechanics of the business are, hey, they don't need to sell under 58, so they're going to raise price to 70. Oh, then they put it back down to 58, and guess what? Buyers came in. So we got to raise price to 77. Oh, that's all it is. Yeah, you just need more money and skill. Not, for people who think that if you have a big account, you can afford to lose more money. Let me tell you a story about my buddy Ray. My buddy Ray, whose mother was a billionaire, and he lost $4 million betting on hockey games. The Vancouver Canucks, to be specific. He thought because he went drinking with them that he would bet on them, but they lost, and he lost $4 million. So he decided to trade futures to make back the $4 million, and he ended up losing $6 million, right? He just had no clue what he was doing, right? And this was in the time of the big contract. This was before the E-mini was invented, right? So he had like 2 direct phone lines to the shop. He spent tens of thousands on computers, had phone lines wired into his house, lost $6 million, right? You don't understand the 86 long trade? It's a breakout trade, Moran. It's not what I teach, But there are all a ton of people who are demanding that I teach people how to breakout trade. Most people are conditioned to buy breakouts. It's brainwashing. We brainwash people to buy a breakout so we can sell into you, right? But if you're going to buy a breakout, right, let's actually do it smart. When is it smart to buy a breakout, right? When the position is underneath us. Jat, welcome to the room. This, my friend, is a cost basis. And when we break out over it, you're breaking out over a cost basis. A cost basis is simply a back and forth area. See, so here's a cost basis here. There's one here, right? It's just when we go back and forth for a while. And it can be accumulation or it can be distribution. Pretend it's like this. This is where you buy your stuff and then you put it in trucks and you take it up to where you want to sell it. So this is the warehouse. This is the retail store. And then if you have to put it on sale, you put it on sale and then you go here. And then this is TK Maxx. This is like you're blowing out your inventory, right? So people use the word balance. I use the word cost basis. How much did you buy it for? How much are you selling it at? Why do I want to know? Because I'm trading this. I need to know, am I buying it too high? Should I wait till they put it on sale? Nah, now you see. There you go. Let's go see what we're looking at this morning. This crazy thing's going to open soon. Let's go check it out. Where's my chart? Oh, there we go. Okay, all righty. So we are going to open above yesterday's value, right? So what we're doing is we're taking the cheap crap from yesterday and the day before and we're selling it up here, okay? Right? Overnight inventory is long. Let's see if we get a correction down. We've already corrected down. Couldn't tag VWAP yet or the close. Let's see. The overnight position is here. Boom. Let's see what we got. And welcome to the folks who are joining us on YouTube. No, you don't measure that against VWAP. Joe Watt, you're brand new. There's a whole bunch of videos on balance. I'm going to send you one. Welcome to the room. Where's the video? Where's the video? Come on. Oh, here it is. Copy message link. Sorry. Be right there. Here's a video to watch on how we do it. Welcome to the new folks in the room. All righty. Let's open up Walmart and see who comes in. Right, so we got bids at 84. Got a little bit of a position underneath, right? We're in distribution on a short time frame. Okay. We got sellers at 88. They stopped selling around 82. Right. So let's see what the cat drags in on the open. And they're off. A little bit of an opening bid. Pushing up. There's sellers here at 90 and a quarter. There they are. All you got to do is just draw a line. That's where the sellers will be. Why? Because they have size. And they'll have inventory that they bought on the way down that they want to puke out. So let's see. It's a little choppy. It's a little slow. Let's let it settle in. I want to see what it does when it comes into the 82s. right? Do we catch an 82 bid? Ooh, someone heard me in front rounds, right? The order book is fairly thin, ladies and gentlemen. It's 20s and 30s at every tick. So any kind of size will move this, okay? Let's see what happens. It's only been open a minute. Here comes the next minute. Kaboom. Let's see what we got. I see some bids at 84 and 83. Here we go. It's a thin order book. There's that 82 bid. Let's see if it holds. No, no. Let's test VWAP. We're finding the bid. We're finding the bid. If you are a VWAP buyer, make sure you sell into strength. Long 79 out, 81 and a half. I am flat. I fret on VWAP. See the space? Today we're going to have an execution class at 11. I got to put this in here. And it will be recorded. Look below and fail of 73.5. What do you think? Yes? No? Maybe? Not right. Not right now. Not until we come back up over it. Right? Inventory is long. Okay? Inventory is long. Just wait. There you go, Jason. Wise words, my friend. Let them sell it, right? There you go. Big 1 minute candles again, eh, friends? Big 1 minute candles. Okay? Pick your spots. Try and relax. Do I like it in Liverpool? I love Liverpool. You're here too? That's right. You're the guy who works down at George's Dock or something like that? If memory serves. Yeah, I love Liverpool. Greatest city in the UK. Inventory is long, which means the bulk of the volume, Jonathan, is above yesterday's close. Okay, so that's something that we talk about. When you have, like, for example, you have the previous day's close of inventory. If the overnight's above it, we say it's long, and we're looking for a move down. If inventory is short, we're looking for a move up. That's all. That's why this down move is not a surprise. Because we've sold a bunch of crap to people, and as soon as we take out that 73, the thing just falls because all of these people are long, and if it blows out that level, exactly, inventory corrects lower. It's a cool concept. That is weird. Well, good to meet you, JJ. That's really good. Yeah, I love it here. Some good accumulation here. Now let's see what happens. Right? Yes, longs liquidates, shorts cover. Yeah. Oh, I haven't figured out the whole soccer thing yet. I watched my first soccer game last week, the England Croatia thing. Okay, looking for a look below and fail, but I'm going to wait for the next candle, right? I'm going to wait 44 seconds for that next candle to see if it can hold 43, 44. Because I don't want to buy it if it can't, right? I need the selling to be over, right? See? No sense buying it yet. I would always buy it early. Get stopped out, and then the trade works. This is why. When this trade works nicely, it feels like you're late. That's the trick to this trade. The trick to this trade is that if it feels late, like you're late on the entry, yeah, exactly, right? Exactly, Milo. See, this is the candle now. You want to give this candle some time, right? Let them caramelize the onions, as they say, right? Give it some time. You see how the offer is moving lower? Nah, don't touch it. I'm not, you don't know. You haven't convinced me to buy it yet, right? Because I can see that you're putting it back on sale. Now let's see if you can hold it over 44. I mean 74. Good Lord. Or no, seller at 74, right? There's a seller at 74. Focus on these 1 minute candles. Watch the offer. It'll tell you everything. When sellers initiate, the tops of the candles are lower. Now there's 14 seconds left in this candle. I don't trust it yet, so I'll wait for the next candle if I'm looking for a long. Oh, it's showing some life here. Let's see what happens. Because I wouldn't mind like 78 to like 82. I could live with that, right? So VWAP is there. Let's see if there's a bid or a seller, right? I'll give it some time. See how it hit VWAP? And we knew there's going to be a seller at VWAP. I would prefer to buy this over VWAP, right? Yeah, there's no commitment to direction right now. This is just back and forth trading of inventory. You got to make some money, right? 80% is back and forth, right? I don't know why I'm not looking for a short Pollux. Obviously, I'm long biased and I didn't say it. So that's a good question. Why was I not looking for a short? Because only half of my brain is working. No, it's a very valid thing he's saying. Why I should have been looking for a short. I should have been looking when I saw this, right? When I saw the move up to VWAP the seller and back down underneath 73, I should have been looking for a 72 short, 74 stop, 66 cover, right? But I wasn't. I was too biased for this. So that's good. Now I didn't lose any money, right? Because I waited and the trade didn't materialize, right? And yeah, no, I was not out last night, but it feels like it. Right? So what does it mean? It means I need to work on my concentration. It means I need to work on my discipline. Would I dedicate a portion of my screen or do a separate one for stocks? I would love to. I would love to do a separate stream for stocks. Nobody's expressed interest in that in a long time, but I'd love to do an equities stream. 74.60? I think so. I think we could see 60. I'd be looking now, if I'm looking for a long, I'll wait for this or for this, right? I can tell right now that I made a little bit of money trading this morning. Not much at all. I've been on the phone a lot. A little distracted. So my my discipline is lacking, right? When I miss obvious trades, my discipline is lacking. That means I need to smarten up, right? That is the sort of autocorrect that I've installed in my brain software, right? Now, as we come down, let's see if we get a reaction. We're coming down to cost basis, right? The cost basis is 53.60. Now we're putting it on sale back to dealer cost. So let's see if we can. I would like it to go under 60 and come back up. Right now, always I would front run it and buy it at 63 and get stopped out. Right? What I always used to do that. Right? Now I'll wait for the next candle and see how deep this thing gets. And if the next candle manages to pop, I can buy that 60 and put a 62, 63 sell order out. But I got to wait. See? It's doing the same thing here again. I might have to wait till the bottom of balance, right? The bottom of cost basis. Right? So obviously I'm wired into long, even though inventory is short. So it means that I shouldn't be trading size. Right? I've already noticed that my discipline's lacking. Right? So that's the first thing that you write down, don't trade size. You got to catch yourself because it's easy to make mistakes and then let them get big. It's really, really easy to do that, right? So if you notice that you're making bad calls or if you're missing obvious, like right then and there, I should have been short 61, covering 57, right? But no, I'm still waiting for a long. So that means I'm going to have to wait longer. Really, really wait until we get down maybe to 39, right? The way it's trading, right? Remember what I said at the beginning of the day, thin order book. There's not a lot of size moving this down. We've only traded 90,000 contracts. So this thing's falling apart like a cheap suit because it's a huge inventory correction, and I should have been short from 72 all the way down. So I know right off of the bat that I am not on my A game. You guys, I know a lot of trading rooms, the trader always has to look like a god, right? But what if you're honest with yourself? Wouldn't that save you a lot of money? Right? If I know I'm long biased and I'm not thinking short, I'm not planning out the short, there's no reason I should just switch to flipping short. And I shouldn't be trying to buy the dip. Right? So I've been looking, I haven't taken any long trades, but I was waiting for the longs and they didn't, and I said wait for the next candle, wait for the next candle. Right? So obviously I am not at my best today. And I'll admit that any day of the week, right? So let's see if we get a 39 and 3/4 look below and fail. Otherwise, we could go to 8 times cost basis on the discount, right? 1, 2. It's always easy to say in a perfect world, right? Yeah, the candles are really big because the order book is thin. So right now at every tick, there's maybe 20 to 30 contracts, sometimes 50, where there should be hundreds of contracts at every tick. The ranges are big, my friends, so the dealers are managing their risk, right? Now you can go grab a little long at 40, right? You can buy those 40s, but sell into the 43, 44s, okay? You definitely take advantage of that quick bid, right? But you got to be in and out quick. And if you're aware, if you're aware that you are not performing at your best, if you're aware that you're not doing your best, you're not performing at your best, you shouldn't be trading size, right? You don't want to be trading any kind of size when you're not 100% focused. I am not 100%. I'm not focused at all. I'll take a 40, 43 scalp, but I'm not dialed in the way I should be, right? And you guys should know how to deal with that. And if you don't recognize that you're not dialed in and you go in and put on size, you're going to blow up your account. Right? You're going to blow up your account. Pretty simple. It's just coming right apart here. Let's see if it even slows down when we get down. Where was my old cost basis? Hang on, let me get rid of that. There's the previous day low. It's a hell of an inventory correction. Really nice. So right now I'd be looking, a nice trade would be a look below and fail of the previous day low, right? Yeah, I've struggled with bias all the time. Yeah, and see that's the thing, Moran, right? I sounded confident of a long, and I was wrong, right? But you noticed I was confident of a long, but I didn't take the trade, right? Because every time I went to go look at the trade, take the trade, it would prove me wrong quite quickly, which is good. I don't mind being wrong. If I can be wrong and not lose any money, hell yeah. I'll take that every day, right? I don't mind being wrong and not losing any money because now I know what to work on. And it's all about the lesson today is course correcting, right? That's why traders go and trade away all their money because they don't realize that they're off. They don't realize that they're not seeing things. They don't realize that they're missing discipline. They don't realize they're not aware of themselves at all. Like they just go into this autonomous money losing mode, right? So I'd rather say to myself, hey man, you're trading like crap. Like you're missing obvious trades, right? You're not putting two and two together. Inventory was long. You should have been looking for a short, right? So now you just kind of like, now you have the choice. Do I dial in and get into the game or do I take a break? No, I would have been in and out on the way down, Jonathan. I wouldn't have taken it and holding it. Like this is like to say, traders love to say, look, I shorted it here, I covered it here, then I got into my Ferrari with my supermodel wife, and we went to our 25,000 square foot home, and then hopped in the helicopter. You know, that's great. I don't mind shorting it here to here, shorting it here to here. I don't mind breaking this trade up into a couple of trades, or even into two trades, even, right? I'm never going to say I got the whole range. I never do that. I'll hit it and make a little bit, hit it and make a little bit, right? And it adds up, right? Yeah, you know. So I don't mind. I'm just trying to make some money, right? I don't need to impress anyone, right? Because trading is really, really people. Oh, there's trading competitions and all this stuff, and it's like, no. You know what the competition is? To be able to feed your family and not do anything stupid and blow up your business, right? So That's all it is, right? Make your living, look after your family, enjoy your life, right? Discount balance colors are the same. Sorry, what's wrong with the balance? Blue, red. Oh, I put too many? No, there's 2 and 4. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Sorry. Oh, 1, 2. There you go. That's better. Sorry, guys. Yeah, and it did a look below and fail. I was beacon off, so I didn't catch it. I mean, I'm obviously distracted today, right? So when you're distracted, don't trade size. Sometimes, like, if you went drinking with the boys last night, don't try and trade size today. Just take it easy, right? Let's see if those 16s hold. I'll wait till the next candle. Nope, no bid, right? Might as well wait. No sense in buying it, being long at 17 and just eating sand right now, right? Just let it alone. Let them come down and take out the previous day low, right? That's where the glory is, right? The best trade would be a look below and fail of yesterday's low. Just give it some time. Let them sell this thing out. Chill and relax. We're still in A period. It's only been half an hour. Oh boy. Let's see. Next candle is going to open. Just give it some time. I haven't looked at those, Deuce, at all. I got to go take a look. Let him take the fours. Come on, take the fours, right? Let him just take the fours on us. This is short covering before the previous day low, right? There's a bit of a bid there. It's hard to catch those sixes and sevens. That's why I like to wait and see if we can break and then come back above the 12s. Now, I know it's not the best trade location, but you're paying more for confirmation, right? There, here we go. Here we go. Come on. There's the look below. How much does it keep going? Remember 73.91? I know everybody forgot you, but don't forget 73.91. Okay? And if you're quick, here we go. Wait till it accepts over 5. See how there's sellers? I'm still looking for 91. Still looking for 91. Getting close. Let's see how good the level is on the new contract. Come on down. The price is right. Ooh, there we go. Not bad. That's light selling. It should break that. There you go. Long 92, selling 95. Thank you very much. And I'm flat. There you go. One tick. That's not magic, folks. That is inventory. Not bad considering. Not bad considering that level's 6 years old. I'm sorry, Moran. What do you mean Y92? Oh, it's from this chart here. See? 91 and a quarter? Yeah, those are COVID levels. They still work. Right. That's a good flush. Why the sell-off? Because, Sergio, we're in a speculative market, my friend. Big ranges, big speculators. Imagine there's thousands of traders who are trading over $100 million. Thousands of them, like ants, scurrying all around. But each of these ants has at least $100 million in trading capital. Ranges get big, right? Low interest rates and a lot of money out there, my friend. There's some big traders out there, people who are trading 10, 15,000 contracts back and forth. And they're not even the wholesalers. Big ranges. Levels are working nicely on the new contract. That's good. Good to see. Nice. So 73.91 a quarter will break on size. Right? Here it won't break because there's no size, but if you hit it with enough contracts, that'll break. Yeah, bad level missed by a tick. What's up, Lear? How you doing, brother? What are you building out in the backyard? The current move right now is the market's looking for a bid. I'm looking for a look below and fail of 73.91. I still think there's a little bit more selling to do, right? Here we go. B period open, so look at that. Ah, heavens. That's good. Okay, now it's just going to go back and forth. Now it's like Roomba time or Electrolux time or whatever vacuum cleaner you're familiar with. All of the inventory of the last couple of sessions is above it. It's raining contracts now. So what we're doing is we're scrubbing them all up. The shorts are really happy because they get to do some covering before the end of the quarter, which is on Monday. So this is some beautiful short covering here, right? Right now, I wouldn't go position long until, oh, look, point of control moved down. Good absorption, right? That's good we're pulling in some good volume here. If we get above the previous day low again, right? So we take out the 4s, you might be able to take a nice long up until the 8s and the 12s, right? But there are going to be sellers. There will be sellers here, right? There you go. This is what I'm talking about. Ooh, can we hold the 4s? There's the push into the 9s. Coming around the corner, there the 12 Secretariat coming around the stretch. Not bad, right? Told you. I told you exactly how that was going to happen. Why? I saw the point of control move down. Good absorption. We got good inventory. Let's go take this crap and sell it. Where are we going to take it? Higher. Do you guys understand? That's how you buy a breakout, right? You only buy a breakout when the inventory is underneath you. And you don't trust it, right? You sell into it, right? You sell into it. What were the clues? First of all, not getting down here. Second of all, look, the lows are getting higher. You know that there's a seller there, so if you position yourself here, as soon as it takes that seller out, it's going to rip some stops, and then boom, you sell into it. That's a beautiful, beautiful trade. No, it wasn't the key, Milo. Hang on. Hit the brakes and rewind, right? One of the pieces is the POC moving lower. No, you're almost there. You're almost there. It's not the key, but it's kind of like, oh, okay, the business, all right, now we're cleaning it up. It's like the vacuum. Think of it as an indicator on a vacuum cleaner that the bag's getting full, right? So the point of control moved down, and we soaked up all of those liquidating contracts here. So then we rip it to get rid of them. You're close. You're close. You're close. Okay? Right? It's one of the keys. The other thing is look at these candles. Now, everyone who's short underneath 74.6, they're all rushing to buy it back. So I'm thinking the next seller is going to be here. It's really simple. If you guys learn this, right? If you learn just this simple method of charting, and what this method of charting is just common sense, right? It's not like based on anything other than how the business works, right? It's not Joe's charting or JJ's charting or Chuck's. It's not like a certain person invented it. This is just the business. And if you learn this, and you can make a decent amount of money without overcomplicating your life, right? But you just got to focus on what's important and forget about everything else you hear, right? You'll hear things about delta and gamma and beta and phi delta kappa and all. Just none of that's going to make you any money, right? It's wonderful that it's there and other people use it, hedge funds use it, I understand. But as a retail trader, you don't have the wherewithal to use that information to make money. Use the information that you can to actually make money. Then it's worth it. We're looking for 39 and 3/4 and then VWAP to the upside. Keep it simple, man. If you keep it simple, your life is so much easier. You could be done trading, make your money, and just go and enjoy your day. Yeah, Dave, you should probably take. It's like midnight there. What are you doing trading, Dave? You need to shut her down, buddy. Go to sleep. The more tired you are, the more likely it's like, like fatigue, right? You're more likely to make mistakes. Internet's cutting out. Go get some rest. But there you go, folks. The candles told you exactly what was happening. They allowed you to structure trades and manage your risk. That's all you need to worry about. Don't worry about patterns and flags and this and that. When the bid starts moving up, that means the sellers have seen buyers and they're raising price. When the tops of the candles are moving down, it means the sellers are putting price on sale. That's all there is. Then it goes sideways and cleans up and zip back again. It's the world's largest used car lot. All we are doing is distributing and accumulating inventory back and forth. Right? Looking for VWAP. Let's see. They're going to front run it. There'll probably be a seller right here. So it lines a bit big. Right before VWAP. See? There they are. Now, do we get a look above and fail of 39? I don't know. Let's see. Right? If you're looking for a short, you want it to come in offer under 37, 36, and then cover in the 28s, right? Wait till it gets under 39 and 3/4. There you go. Right? So if you're shorting that, see how it just dropped? Now see if the seller engages again. Right? There you go. Short 39, covering 37 and a half. And the next one at 38. Not the greatest trade. Just a quick little scalp. Now I'm going to wait for the next candle and see whether the next candle can get under 39 and 3/4. If it can't, then I know the sellers have seen buyers and they're raising price. It is simple. This is really simple. Listen, if I can do this crap, anybody can. Okay? Trust me, when I first started retail trading, I sucked. Okay? I was horrible at it. I had no discipline, right? I thought I could find a way to cheat, and you can't. You just got to do the same boring crap every day, which leads to building skill. Who knew? That's why they say discipline, repetition, all that stuff that you guys hate. Everybody hates that stuff. Me being number one. When I first started retail trading, I thought I was going to lose my mind. I was like, "Oh my god, maybe I'll just go and do pump and dumps with the bad guys just cuz I'm not making any money doing this. This is freaking impossible. I'm screwing up every trade." So I've been there. Everyone goes through the same spanking machine, you know? Now, if we can pop the 47s, if we can get back up, I'd say if we can get back up over 52, that would be interesting. Oh, there we go. Right. There we go. Yeah, it's like mastering an instrument, right? Trust me, my parents made me take the violin when I was a kid, and it sounded like we were like torturing animals in there. I was horrible. There's 53. Wow. Somebody really shorted the crap out of this thing under 40 because they all just went to cover at the same time. Amazing. So if you're doing a look above and fail of 53, if you got some short at 50, you can cover in the 47, 48s. If it rips over 51, scratch them. That's not bad. Yeah, see, you got to be quick though, right? You got to be really quick. There's a bid. There's a bid right there underneath between VWAP and that candle. I was looking for more of a backfill, frankly. Let's see what it does now. Little distribution? Why not? Go sideways. Let's see if we can go sideways over VWAP for like 5-10 minutes. Candles are starting to get smaller. Short 48, covering 45. Oh, no, I had to buy it at 46 3/4. Sorry about that. Look above and fail of 53. My trade location was crap. I was short 48. I should have been short over 50. Wasn't quick enough, right? Not the greatest trade location. If we crack VWAP, you're looking for rotation back down to 39.40, okay? It's going to find some bids at VWAP and futz around here. There we go. There's your seller. That's the trade I wanted. I wanted 48 to 44. Oh, well. There, that's it right there. That's it. Look above and fail. Jonathan, I'm sorry. Walk you through what the open till now did? I just did. Have you just joined us? No, not at all. What am I missing? Yes, exactly. You're right. That's exactly what happened. So they put them on cheap, right? Then what happened? It brought in buyers, just like Black Friday. There you go. That's the V. I don't have a specific thing for the V. I mean, I have videos. So what happens in the V is you get liquidation, right? So now pay attention. Shorts come in and cover, longs build a position on top. Then we buy, and then the shorts come in who shorted here. Does your 4 sets of buyers. It's the same thing. There's a video Hang on, hold on. Let me show you the video. Where's the video? There's a video on how a low is created. Let me try and find it for you. Yeah, you might not get it the first time, right? Where is it? I know I got it somewhere. It's in one of the Dropbox things somewhere in here. The video is how a low is created. Training videos. You can never find the video right when you need it, do you? If you're looking at the chart, you're looking for rotation all the way back down to 12. I'll find it. Ah, Eureka. There we go. Thanks, Jimmy. And there it is in the Discord. So it teaches you exactly how a low is created. Alrighty, what's next here? Yeah, let's see what happens next here, Lair. Let's see. I wouldn't mind rotation between 12 and 39. You know? Yeah, once you get the sequence of how these things work, it sure as heck makes your life a lot easier. Because a lot of the trades, like once you kind of get to know what you're doing, a lot of trades you'll look at and you'll go, I'm not touching that. Just get away from me, right? It's like, it's like when the guy walks up to you on the street and tries to sell you a Rolex, but it says Molex, Molex, and one of the hands is broken, right? And they're like, hey, I'll sell this to you for $200, cheap. It's a Rolex. You're like, get away from me, man, right? That's what you got to be like when you're looking at half of these trades, right? Do I ever look at the VIX? No. I will look at the VIX when someone reminds me to look at the VIX. So let's see, the VIX is 19. The last time I looked at the VIX, it was 19. So I never look at the VIX. I can tell from the price action if it's volatile or not. Because I'm old as dirt, right? I've been doing this since Christ was a cowboy, right? So I can tell right now it's slow. The VIX is low, right? And the DXY, I never look at that. I never ever look at the what you guys call the Dixie. No, I never look at that. People love talking about. I have no idea what the hell they're talking about. Oh, SNDK, I need to do levels. I need to do levels on this thing. DM me. Who asked for that? Deuce. DM me. I'll have to do levels on SNDK. And what was the other one? MU? Yeah, MU. Jeez, Micron, how the hell do you trade this stuff? This thing gaps up and down like a frickin' penny stock. Dear Lord. Yeah, that'll be fun to be position trade and be $200 offside. Dear God. I mean, look below and fail of 1,008. Okay. Right now, nothing to do here. Let the suckers come in and do their thing. You know, look below and fail. I'd be a buyer of 1,008 with a tight stop underneath the bottom of that candle. But I don't even know, what does this thing trade like? Ones and twos, eh? Look at the price. Jesus. Jumps around a lot. Yeah, it had earnings. I don't know. This is not something that I would trade. This is definitely not something I would trade. You know, I'd love to be positioned long at $50, right? But I wouldn't trade it. No, no. Yeah, where's the old coin of bitterness? Yeah, it's struggling, man. Crypto's struggling. That's okay. I got bids at 42,500 for Bitcoin. For Bitcoin, I'm looking at a look below and fail of 42,500. And I'll just wait. No sense rushing into things. Okay, what else? What else? What else? We got 5 minutes. Microsoft, Meta, Apple. Hey, finally, Apple. There's a beautiful look above and fail on Apple, eh? Look above and fail of 313, down to 287, down to 280. It'll probably take a bit of a smoke break here in the 272s. Nice. Okay, friends. That's it for me for today. We will see the rest of you at 11 o'clock. Remember, execution class. We're gonna do something a little different in execution class. I'm switching to Southpaw. So execution class today will be a little different. Be forewarned. It's on the Discord. Yes, I will provide the link in here. Yeah, that's okay, Deuce. I'm going to record it so you can watch it later. No problem. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, everyone on YouTube. Come learn how to trade at tradingsyndicate.org. We will make you profitable, even if it hurts. Thanks. We'll see you soon. Bye for now.